Morning. Did we do it? We're up. We're up. Take it easy. No need to shout. How you doing? Okay. This music's pretty intense for a first song, hey? For our Serene Sunday sketch stream. It's gonna be a good time. That's a lot better. I'm Matt Andre. I'll be your host and Wonder Master this morning. Don't be jealous. I woke up like this. Hey, I did some stuff. I swept and I cleaned my bathroom a bit. And I fed the animals. And made a coffee. There's an airplane. Can you hear the airplane? I put on an old strip so that hopefully I'm not fleebing in the mic again. Oh. Also, if you'll be my ears today, I've noticed on the last couple streams that there's some sort of audio anomaly happening. Some sort of strange, like, mechanical clicking sound. Hear a little tippy-tappy feet outside. It's a bird. Audio anomaly. Pardon me. And it does this sort of kind of like a clicking sound, sort of like a fan, like a shutter for a little bit, and it goes off. And it's seemingly at random, and I don't know why. Yeah, that's sort of what random means, but I did add some like filters to my microphone this week, some noise gates, compressors and limiters, and gains. So that's probably the limiter or the compressor telling something every time I talk or something like that to mess it up, because I don't hear it on my end, but then I hear it on the playback. Anyhow, if you hear any clicking periodically, hey, let me know in the chat, or you can mail me. I can give you my address, and you can shoot me a quick snail mail and let me know how the live stream's going. Good morning. How are you? Did I ask how you're doing? But did you sleep well? If you, I don't know what time this is for you. It might be a whole different time of day. It's 11 a.m. where I'm at, and that's pretty early for me. I get up sometimes around now, but we work late nights sometimes. Not lately, I've been kind of home, so it's not really a big excuse, but I still end up working late. And by working late, I mean drawing in bed and stuff. I was gonna do a top-down view of like a sketchbook, and I was gonna do like a whole sketchbook thing, and I was gonna switch this camera on. Maybe we could in a bit, but I think it's maybe just a little too much to set up right this moment because I kind of had it going, but now it's maybe a little much. But anyway, I think we'll just do some digital stuff today, but maybe we'll get ready and do some cool stuff, some traditional drawings maybe this week or Sunday. What do you guys want to do next week? Open suggestions. I'm gonna try and do at least 3, maybe 4 streams. I might even try to stream tomorrow. Goodness, Matt, everyone's gonna get sick of you. Now you know how I feel. We're here. We got my cozy. This is my cozy on. It's very cozy. I ordered it on the internet. It's very nice. And nice with the hairs. You got my drawing glove. Cool, right? This one's got some nice padding here. Fancy. Huion, but it came off. Maybe it's Huion. Like bouillon. It's not spelled like bouillon. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to draw? Whoa! Hi, Mrs. Artism. 7 p.m. That's crazy. You're on the other side of the world. That's wild. Oh man, I was gonna break in all the sketchbook and everything, join the sketchbook club, but I didn't get it all set up. Oh well, we'll do a digital sketch club. We got the Matt Andre Multimedia Arts and Entertainment mug. Yeah, no big deal. Alright. I don't know. It's serene, it's chill. How you doing out there, Mrs. A? 7 p.m. How's your day? Yeah, it came with the tablet. So I didn't really have one before, honestly. Oh, can you hear the tapping of the feet? Probably that little birdie. Yeah, sketchbook will be there. It's beautiful. It's just waiting. It's yelling at me. It says sketch. It's pretty straightforward. I hear you, buddy. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. Can we come in here? Bird wants attention in the morning. Come down here. It's got a little nest under here if he wants to get pets. He can sit under my table. Alright. It's been long. Tense and playing. Yeah, no, it's pretty sweet actually, the sketchbook, because it looks like it's almost got like a leathery texture. It's not really. It's like it's got just a little bit of like cream colored. Probably can't tell, but very nice soft paper. And I'm so scared to break it in, so I was just gonna be like, you could just like do it right now, just sketch straight up. But next time, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Making tents, you say? That's awesome. Inside tents, like wow, you don't need to look at my face. What are we doing? Get out of here, Matt. Whoa. Oh yeah, this is me trying to test to do the flip side for the thing. Oh gosh. Okay, it's enough. It's enough, Matt. How do I turn, oh gosh, all this off? Is that still not? That'll be alright, I guess. Deal with that mean. Yeah, it's super thick. I know. And that's the other reason I'm scared. I'm like, it was super cheap though. It was like a dollar store one, so I can't really like even be that upset about it. It's just so nice. I was like, anyway. Hi. Making tents, you say? That's pretty cool. Is that like inside with like kind of like forts and stuff, or you mean like tents outside, like actual tents? The climbing thing and blankets. Yes. Oh man, now I'm jealous. I just want to go into a tent with blankets. Hi, little boy. Hi, little birdie. All right. I don't know. Something serene. Let's do some. We'll just start with something simple, some warm-ups. Ha! That's not serene at all. Oh gosh. Oh man, so much pressure. Didn't know there was gonna be somebody here. So early slash late in the morning day. Evening, 7 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, this is gonna work. Looks like it. Sweet. Why do I want to draw flowers? Is that weird? I just feel like there's easy shapes. Maybe I can pull up a quick little flower ref. You got a Pinterest in this town or something? Oh, Pinterest is so hard to even bother with these days anyways, because half of it's AI. And then you're just like, this is such a cool flower, and I'm like, oh, it's not a real flower. Oh, why is Pinterest so bright too? Let's go, like, desert flowers. Wait, it doesn't matter. I've decided that it doesn't matter. Let me tell you. Let me do a soft rant. Oh, see, these are all so cool. They're not even real flowers. It doesn't matter. This one's super cool. Yeah. I can't pull this off. I'm sorry I'm not giving credit to any of these if they're actual photographs, but I think these are AI, so they don't count anyway. Let's see if we can do this. Oh my goodness. Matt, why don't you set this stuff up before people are sitting here watching you fumble at 7 in the afternoon? Because it's the way I roll. There, maybe that'll work. Sure, that's good. That'll work. The flower seems kind of small still, but I don't know if I can really zoom in. A few larger. Apparently I can. It's a bit better. No. Fort, tent, it's all the same. Tent is just a fort, a temporary fort, I think. But, if anything, you're probably right. The probably better word is tent, because forts are just, makes it sound so like it's a fortress. Like, that thing's made out of climbing gear and blankets. That's not a fort. That's barely a tent. I mean, great job, guys, though, seriously. No judgment. It looks great, I'm sure. Flowers, yeah. So, I mean, this is a ridiculous flower. It's obviously AI. It's AI AF, but whatever. Let's just draw some silly things for now. Mostly as inspiration. Oh, gobbledygoo. Good morning. I'll close that door now. shelf. The wife is up. It's okay, she's like a ball of sunshine in the morning. It's kind of actually upsetting. We have like such opposite vibes. I'm like, I need 2-3 hours minimum to just like have a coffee and sit and chill. And she's just like, oh, good morning. I already started this so big. Well, I don't know what I'm doing here. That's where we're doing these warm-ups, right? Sure. I don't know, let's start with the shape first, I guess. Maybe let's change this color. Yeah. How's this blue? That's way too... Can't even see that. Sure. That didn't make much difference. Whatever. So we got the center and then we got the swirls coming out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody on the floor. It does look very warp worldy. That's why I was like, yeah, man. This first flower popped up. I was like, well, this thing is clearly not real, but let's give us some fun flow. Maybe. Yeah, what I was saying was like, it doesn't like, you know, I just came to like more epiphanies over the last few days. Just mind blowing. And with all these like streams and with the stuff I'm trying to do here, but like, it's like, man, I keep trying to like do this. I had this arbitrary way of thinking that like stories all had to kind of go a certain way, certain linear way. Once we like developed Blandia and like explored a bunch of Blandia, then we'd go to the next world, Wildwoods or whatever, and then we'd go to the next world and explore that. And it's like, the problem with that is that like then I never get to design. I never have the fun of designing like anything beforehand. It's all like right at the moment. And or sharing. I mean, I could still do whatever, but I feel like I'm like, never wanting to spoil anyone. You know, the like story arcs I have, and it's like, nobody cares, and anyone who does will be along for the ride. And that was sort of the point, was that everyone gets rewarded for being part of it, so they could see their suggestions be part of the world's. But like, there's no point in having you and some early people joining on streams and doing stuff and making suggestions, and it's like the only world we've seen yet is Lark. Just like barely introduced any characters, barely like gone beyond just some like sketches of the farm, and it's like Lark's waiting for everybody, I'm waiting for everybody, and it's like, we don't need an audience, we need to start the show, baby. So we're like just gonna start drawing more in general, just designing all the worlds, and everybody can be a part of that first, and then we can worry about like stories. Like, there'll still be mini stories and stuff now, but it'll be all over the place as opposed to like just Blandia and Lark. So I'll start exploring some worlds now for fun. Let's see. So I don't know how good this looks. No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, well. I meant to start a new layer with that purple. This music's crazy. It's perfect for this flower, though. Well, thank you. But yeah, what's that flower anyways? A hibiscus? That flower emoji? I'm excited to see what goes on for your OC your OC raffle for 300. That's so awesome. And congrats, by the way. That's wicked. I'm trying to like promote more people too, trying to get some more eyes on artists and get everyone some views. It still seems like, I know I complain about it all the time, but it's like just engagement in general seems really crazy on Blue Sky to me. Having 1,000 followers and getting like 2 to 10 likes on something, it's like that's not even 1%, so it seems a little improbable, but here we are. Anyways, it's not about numbers, as I was saying, it's about connection and making some of this cool stuff first, so. I'm just kidding. Sort of, not really. Am I learning anything here? Not really. Honestly, I want to see. I guess what I'm trying to understand is the form here. So I'm not really focusing on studying, really. I guess what I should be studying, but the form's got like this bulb, and then everything comes out. Peaks. Comes off. Steve, I mean, cherry blossom. Hello, Peep. Oh, hey. Yeah, I hear you. Welcome. Good morning. Mad Swirly. Yeah, I know. Some AI flower that was on Pinterest, but I was like, let's just warm up with some weird stuff first. Welcome back, or welcome to now. Wait, it's always now. Welcome to this now. Serendipity. Seren. I'll get it one day. Oh man. How's shopping? Clearly you are not the biggest fan. I don't think it does sound like. I'm not like super big on shopping myself. I don't mind it. It's mostly this so many people all the time. Just like, can I just get my apples, please? What's a cat gotta do to get an apple around here? Why am I doing this the hard way? Just like fill this all in with black. You do think it's so weird, man. Just wasting time. It's alright. It's serene. Hey, it's serendipity. World serendipity. Scritch. Oh, it's like ASMR. Oh, of course. ASMR, and we're just drawing a little bit of this flower, but I don't think I'm drawing very good. And okay though, it's not about that. It's about sounds. Top of my head. I'm surprised you guys actually showed up again. How do you tolerate this? It's good to see you. Seriously. It's awesome. So, Sharon, you not that you have to like dox yourself, but your time zone, you're in like a daytime time zone right now. You're in the mornings. You're waking up or something, or what are you doing? Because we've got people all around the world. Mad swirly. Okay, let's try a different approach. Let's just fill this in. This, and then we'll go back and take the pink out, baby. La la la. You have tilt, Matt. Why don't you use your tilt on your brush? Fizz. Oh man, I didn't get a chance to see your piece this morning, Serene. I think you shared something else. Yeah, see, I feel like I'm missing the swirly. I feel like this guy's getting away on me here. He's like, no, I don't want to be a part of this. I mean, it's kind of like that in the ref, but yeah, Serene, I saw your sort of semi-saw when I woke up on Blue Sky. They posted something else about a fairy. Fairies consuming emotion. That, what was it? Tepid fear would not satiate their hunger or something? Not tepid, what did you say? Lukewarm, perhaps, which I guess is similar, but I think that's what you said. Let's see. I'm gonna read out your stuff. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I didn't see the picture. I just sort of saw the top of it. That's freaking awesome. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little bit blurry probably, but it's like a fairy with like a flower head. Oh man. Alright, well, you get it. You can check it out at worldserendipity.bsky.social. And there, you got some awesome comics coming. It's rad. Maybe that's why I was like, man, I'll draw flowers today. Maybe I got flowers in mind because all your flower bits. Your that pipe one too with the flowers with the roses and everything was really cool. But I was saying earlier, I'm gonna try and start just doing all kinds of worlds and exploring a lot more than we have been, because I again, like, had this weird arbitrary way of things going, and I was trying to hold it all back, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know if that's gonna be the way either, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, it's because I got that. Where the hue, randomize per stroke, hue, saturation, luminosity, blend with subcolors so that each stroke is a bit different without having to change the brush. But sometimes it's a little jarring when you're just like, oh, I thought it chose yellow and it's orange, and it's like, why is it? And then yeah, 4 in a row are almost the same, so it's kind of bizarre, but I also kind of like the randomness, so here we go. When I put this, sometimes I put this watercolor edge on. I don't know why, I just like it. Again, it's like kind of digital looking, but whatever. I just feel like once it kind of blends in, it's like you can kind of like blend the edges out a little bit, so it doesn't have like such a hard kind of edge around it if you want, but it does still look kind of watercolory, which I, oh goodness, excuse me, kind of like, oh gosh, I'm embarrassed. And you didn't just burp live on the internet, live from Canada. It's Sunday morning, or live from across the world, it's 7 p.m. We're live. See, how's it? That was another joke I was gonna make in Warp Worlds at some point. Is like how time works, because like it really mostly depends on like how we measure the orbit of our sun, kind of, or our, you know, planets around the sun. So it's gonna be like, somebody's like, well, I'm this many cycles old, and it's like, yeah, well, I'm this many cycles old. It's like, yeah, but your sun revolves, your planets revolve quicker around your sun, so you're still the same age or younger. You know, math. It still not very good, but it's coming along. It's alright. We'll get there. We're just having fun. We're just loosening up. Again, once again, always so lovely to have you, but no one has to ever feel obligated to stay if they're like, this is the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my whole life. And you can be like, bye. It's okay, I won't be upset. I mean, maybe a little bit, again, a little bit butt hurt, but then I'll be like, dude, that's what it's all about. Connect with the peeps. Connect. Swirly, mad swirly. Have you guys ever had a swirly, like, at your head flushed in a toilet? No, I've been picked on. I'll tell you. A fair amount. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I was totally like beat up and bullied, but I was bullied quite a bit. I'm sure you're really surprised. But I ain't never had a swirly, thank goodness. That seems like basically a way to kill a person. Like, I don't know if that's... Yes! Thanks so much for stopping by. I know it's pretty just like rando chill here. Is there even music? Seems like it. Just like, oh yeah. But thank you. Thanks, Mrs. A, and enjoy your prep for bedtime, and say night to everyone, and hope everyone had a good tent time, and I'll be on for a little while probably, so I can see a little while. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good evening. Shooby-doo-wah. Oh yeah. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it doesn't look very much like a flower. It's okay, we'll get there. Not trying to draw anything specifically exactly like the reference. We were just trying to warm up a little bit. Have some fun. Excuse me. Do-do, 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 do. I'm impressed, Serene, with the amount of just progress you get going on your comics. It's insane. Like, I feel like just correspondence. I don't know what the words. Oh, I feel like no, my head isn't. Okay, as long as it's like blocking that thing. I just feel like somebody got that word clear. Excuse me. Like, I feel like just simply the time it must take you just to talk to artists and get the work and get the stuff and everything, like, must be its own sort of obviously like full-time gig, and then you're also got your other stuff and work and shopping and stuff. That's crazy. Like, it seems like you've already got like so much coming and so much artwork. It's insane. Sometimes I'm like, oh wow, that must be the end of what they've kind of got for now. And it's like, no, clearly you've got some stuff rolling, and it's pretty awesome to see all the time. But yeah, it's pretty exciting to see all your comic stuff, and it's very inspiring, again, to say the least. I'm again trying to work on comics sort of a little bit myself, and maybe we can do a little bit of that comic today once we're loosened up here. But yeah, comics are a big medium, mean something to me. I've always kind of loved comics and cards, trading cards, collector cards, stuff like that, so again, big reason why I'm doing these things. We're building this stuff. I don't know why I did this so in such a weird way. Could have done so much better, but is there any music? It seems like there's nothing going on. It's just dead silence. Just me and my wife coughing in the background. bit of Sunday morning music just to chill your soul. Ooh, we got some serene Sunday morning sketching here going down. Oh, yeah. Doof, 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 doof. But yeah, man, I want to start working on some more stuff. I want to start sharing some more of the other worlds. I'm just kind of designing whatever, so I've got some concepts and stuff coming up hopefully soon. I can probably post some pretty much today, I guess, but I just draw random stuff all the time that I'm tired of fighting myself to try and make this happen in a certain way when it's like, no, let's just release what we got and let's keep working on it. And because I got characters and stuff that I'd like to show and stories and worlds I want to explore, waiting on them, more or less, just kind of like ranting. Oh, it just doesn't look really all that great at all, but we can still clean it up if we want. But the point wasn't to draw a masterpiece, really. I just like this like warped texture here. I want to incorporate that into some flowers and foliage for the worlds. So I thought this was a pretty good one. It's pretty good. Sort of, even though it's not real, it's a good reference for the kind of thing I want to do. So. We can call this study done. We're just having a little warm up. Whatever. Could blend it. It's all for fun, it doesn't matter what we do, it's just to have some fun and draw some stuff and warm up today, and tomorrow we'll do some more too. Cotton candy. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Cotton candy. Delicio. Cotton candy would be a cool, actually, cool plant idea. Let's see what we can do with cotton candy. orange cotton candies. They're only kind of like 2 colors, but we could put a little bit of maybe some orange in there. Would this be cool? Like little plants somewhere, maybe. A little bit of blue on the top. Give it kind of that sky color thing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my goodness. That's my bird hooting in the background. Well, these almost look more like Easter eggs than cotton candy, but alright, well, nobody needs to hear my bird screaming, so maybe I'll just mute my mic for a bit, because that's frustrating me, and it's because my wife is in the bathroom and he's gonna just keep screaming. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get my bird to be quiet so that he's not just screaming in the door, in the hallway beside my door. I thought maybe if I get him to come in here, but I think he's going down the hall now, so I think we're okay. Alright. Drawing some cotton candy. I don't know. Flowers, plants. Again, not entirely impossible. Like we've got, excuse me, dandelions. Basically, look like cotton candy if done. I don't know. I always add spots to things. I feel like my brush is lagging a little bit. Hopefully the video and everything is not lagging too much, but this is nice little cotton candy drawing music. I think it's zoom in a bit, but plus if we're not using this reference, I guess we're wasting half of the screen over here, but who knows? I don't know. Those would be cute. Pretty cute plants, maybe in wildwood. Wildwoods. So wildwoods is our forest world. We can draw some stuff for that today if we want. I'm gonna start sharing all kinds of stuff about random worlds. Don't care. No more spoilers. It's all just part of it. And then that means that early people like you, Serene, and other people around, like Mrs. A and whoever else and whoever else joins up in the beginning, gets to be a part of the whole Wonderverse, gets to develop stories and connections and hidden Easter eggs and worlds and OCs and creatures and all of it, and the cards and all of it for all worlds right now. And then we can worry about trying to make some like sort of stories pieced together from all the things we've created, but instead of doing it one step at a time. So that originally I had it that like we have to finish Blandia before we start Wildwoods. We have to finish Wildwoods before we start Oceanautica. But now the whole Wonderverse is open. Let's just play. Maybe they're horrifically poisonous. They look so delicious. But like, that'd actually be really funny because maybe when Lark gets to Wildwoods, they can be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry," and go to eat one of these, and everyone's like, "No, are you crazy? Those are the worst. They're so toxic, bud." I feel like we can juice up this Saturation. Doesn't even look like it's changing on the other screen. Maybe it's just that screen. I wonder what it looks like on the internet. I think that's cute. I think those could be some cool little flowers of some sort. Or plants or something. Maybe not that, maybe they shouldn't be all the same shape. Like, they could be more like puffy out. But play with it. Always with the dots. This music went scary. Don't be hating. I don't know how awesome my hair looks. This music is terrifying. I feel like I'm in a scary womb. I said womb, not room. I'm in a scary womb. Does make me want to draw more wildwoods though, because wildwoods will be pretty crazy. Because Verdanteth is gonna be there, and he's gonna be mad. Well, they're gonna be mad, I guess. I don't know. Well, he is known as a he, I think, but I'm not sure a giant colossal tree monster has a gender necessarily, or sex. Well, yeah, I guess that's a lie, actually. Plants do have different sexes. There's male and female plants, so I guess we can make Verdanteth a he. Oh, yeah. It's like deep hip hop on a Sunday. Tasty. I know, now I'm cotton candy. It's like, honestly thinking about it, I was like, where do I get cotton candy from? Get some at Superstore? I don't know. Verdanteth is gonna be such a scary beast. At least I hope that's the goal. Bird hooting again. I should probably save this before I explode. What you got on the go today there? You got some plans for your groceries? You gonna make some delicious grocery food? Do you like to cook? I like to cook. I don't really like the cleanup part, so I avoid cooking sometimes because I just don't even want to do all that comes with it. Worked in a kitchen in a restaurant for a while. That was nice because I just had a dishwasher, either the person or just the unit, but like it was just so much nicer to have all the utensils and all the things and just be able to be like, boom, done, throw it in a quick big dishwasher and over with, or just throw it in the dish pit and whatever. But it's so cool to be able to just cook free willy-nilly. Verdanteth is basically the entirety of Wildwoods. Like, Wildwoods is essentially one giant being, one giant tree world itself. So Verdanteth is actually kind of technically the world in a way, but they call the core and the being Verdanteth in the world Wildwoods. Again, more, I guess we call it Wildwoods maybe, but Verdanteth is also infected with the woos, so they are gonna have a hard time because it just spreads through the entire world so fast because he is the whole thing. The woos is, again, sort of like, I don't want to say too many of my references now with all the patents. I'm going to get all sued, but are inspirations, but I think it'll be pretty obvious that some of its inspirations are just plain just the slime from every RPG that ever lived, and a little bit of sort of the symbiote from Spider-Man, and a little bit of excuse me, the mutagen from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, among others. I'm sure, again, it's not original. There's been plenty of weird space mutagens out there before, and I'm just trying to do my own take. You know what I mean? Wow, this went real dark for a Serene Sunday sketch. We went kind of crazy here. That's okay. We can do what we want. And of course, always open to suggestions. Serene or anyone else out there, you can just be like, yo, try this, or what about this cool idea? And I'll probably be like, it is a pretty cool idea. And if it's not, I'll be like, no. But probably won't. That a little purpler, I think. I mean, like a pinker. Not that pink. Around there. This is weird music, but I like it. I might make all the thorns like a certain color again. Could be like a cool iconic thing with like once you sort of start to see thorns on stuff, you're like, oh, burden death's here, but let's see. I think it could be like blood red or something, but there's more blue in there. Some blues. I tend to go like pretty crazy with almost all colors in a lot of stuff, and it's something I learned from this video by Mike Lin. Excuse me. Lin, I think. I don't know. I think it's Draw Loose on YouTube. He doesn't have very many videos, but there's one video that's like an hour long, and it's like him just drawing hands, just his hands drawing on paper, and him just like explaining all of his like techniques and how like these weird like professional techniques that are just like so silly, but at the same time it's like, yeah, I guess that kind of adds like a neat thing. But like he's like talking about like professional line and professional dot, now you like draw it, and it's like, so you, and this is how you think, and then you cross over and you think, and it looks better, because then if you go like this and you try to draw it perfect and you take all your time, you don't, it takes forever, and nobody has time to go see a movie, and you're gonna die and you're gonna run out of time to see a movie. Like some stuff is so ridiculous. It's like, what? But it's so great. Like, and it does like definitely give some of your art a little more energy. I think maybe I go a little too loose, and that's sort of where I think I got maybe sidetracked sometimes with some of this art where it gets a little bit crazy and wild over here. But whatever, man. Whatever. We can do what we want. We're just playing. Just having a time. Just having a good time. Let's see if we give these thorns maybe some red. Yeah, that's pretty cool. if anybody has any ideas or suggestions for this week as to what they want to see for live streams or for some cool explorations of what we want to do with Warp Worlds, definitely have some ideas. I'm trying to move some little story and some funders and things forward. But, here I am instead of doing that. Oops. No! I Control-Z'd. And then I accidentally drew and it erased so many things. We can do it again. Isn't this a nice little Sunday morning country song? Waking up on your Sunday morning, having a cup of coffee, wearing your cozy, drawing some absolutely terrifying vine monsters. It's gonna be a good day. We're back. It's gonna be a good day. La da dee da da dee. The nice thing is if we draw anything we hate, we can just draw right over it, or we can start over again, or we can delete the layer. Don't really like these leaves, but I don't really care either. Sure, let's just screw it all up. Who cares? I don't like squares though. I don't want that. Now we're just distracting from this piece. So let's put some more baloney. Let's just, again, like I said, if when in doubt, just keep going and just ruining the piece as much as you possibly can. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings. Yeah, that coffee kind of went down real good the wrong way. Oh well, Well, this is good practice. Halloween's coming up. We can draw some spooky stuff. Maybe we'll only focus on like the scary parts of Warped Worlds for October. It'll just be like the winds of change have shifted, and it's like for the month of October only the most wicked of the Wonderverse gets showcased, and we'll just showcase all of our like monsters and boss monsters. Actually, that's a really good idea. Oh, you man, I'm just so smart. Not me just brainstorming here, but it's not a bad idea, maybe. I'm trying to give these like spikes some really good pop. These woos tendrils here. So Serene, just drawing some terrifying plants. Terrifying plant monsters. What a beautiful Sunday morning. Sure, whatever. That's fine. It's fine. Do whatever. Bless you, Serene. Bless your little heart. Your big heart. Your big heart. Take it slow, gentle. 2 hands. Little sips. Okay. Excuse me. Bird and Taff. This isn't even really in the Warped World style. It's pretty comic booky rendery, but oh well. I like it. I like it a lot. I guess we can get rid of this. You know what? I guess like I just don't think. I think stay on for a bit more, but I think we'll ditch the refs. Maybe I'll just riff. You know me. Ditch the refs, riff, baby. How's the music? How's the music going? Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. But I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but I don't know if anyone's here, but I was experiencing this audio anomaly. And I don't know if you might have noticed probably Wednesday night, because it happened quite a few times when I watched the stream back, but I'm not noticing it on this end, so I think it's somewhere within the audio chain that's making like a weird shuttery click sound, like a for a little while, and then it stops, and I don't know what that is. It's not a fan here, it's nothing here, it's nothing making noise in my room, so I'm not sure, but it feels like it's within the audio chain, and I just added some compressors and some gates and stuff this week to try and get better audio on my mic, which is probably what messed it up. So I turned off the limiter and the compressor today. So hopefully it doesn't happen. But if you do notice it happen, feel free to let me know in the chat. I'd really appreciate it, because then I can try to narrow it down, see what the heck is causing it, you know what I mean? But hopefully
hopefully we've narrowed it down. Hopefully the sound sounds okay, because I actually didn't get a chance to test it after turning that off, so. But again, y'all have answered me, so it seems like something must work. Boo 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 boo. I don't like that. Let's go up here. Maybe let's add a bit of some like inspired by our flower reference earlier. It's kind of like almost like burning ember kind of vibe. Looks like inside is like the bark is splitting with energy or something, maybe. Not sure if I like that, but again, we're on a different layer, so we can adjust if we want. I don't hate it, but and my bird out there fighting with the cat, probably. And by fighting with the cat, like, I mean, yeah, like the bird picks on the cat and the dog. The dog and the cat are just so incredibly patient and kind, and it's kind of scary sometimes how they could just end it all for him, and he just gets like so rude to them. He's like, you know, dude, if you had any idea how maybe this like has like the veins almost coming out of the thorns. If you can really see that. I'm trying to draw these like nice subtle kind of lines of energy maybe coming through. And maybe some of the energy goes through the tendrils, comes off. I don't know. Am I ruining this? Eh, not too bad. Maybe I should stop while I'm behind here. Excuse me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, let's save this. Let's save this baby. I mean, I like the way I drew this, but it's not exactly in the work style exactly. I guess a bit. I'm trying to get. Dude, can you come in here? Can you be quiet, please? Papa's on a live stream, but come on, come sit here. You're on this chair beside me.
The music's weird.
I just tried to download some like ambient calm music this morning and last night, so it's kind of rando, but
Excuse me.
Serene, I want to start releasing some of this TCG. You're one of the few people that have actually played some of it and have seen basically all the cards I have at this point and know more about it than almost anybody else
In the entire world.
Probably even more than I do. But you don't have to give me your full-on opinion, but if there's anything you think that I should change or adjust or fix or cut or any of that before we sort of start moving into a late alpha, early beta phase where we can maybe actually refine some of those cards or really actually build new ones, because a lot of them aren't really going to be keepers, but some of the abilities might be used, and then some of them might stay. But I think that's another thing I might do this week actually, is we'll maybe start revealing some cards, but we'll do it live with a face down camera shot of the cards. Hi my boy, that's a good boy. You can sit there. That's your nest. That's my buddy. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to do there, Sarah? What do you want to draw? Got some time. Let's stay for another little while. I don't know how you're doing, but I can do probably another half an hour at least or so. I really like the way that turned out, but it's not very Wonderverse. It's very my original style, kind of my usual style. Anyway, is what it is. I guess I should sign this little doodle maybe, but it's
I'm gonna put. Where's the grid at?
I don't like that this grid is so big, but I'm not gonna change it because I'm lazy. Awesome. Well, I'm having fun too. Verdant death. Did I spell it right? Yeah. It looks too light. You can barely see it. So let's either go lighter or darker. One of the two. Sure. Verdant death. We can still make that a bit bigger than that. Fussing over nothing. Another thing I was gonna do, like I was mentioning, I don't know, I think maybe you might not have, because you weren't there on Friday, but that's ugly. But I want to start doing more of like a fan art Friday thing, but where I draw fan art of other people's like OCs and such, and I think that it'd be cool if anyone has any ideas or any people's OCs or whatever, let me know. But I might even do an Ooble or something if that's cool with Ooble. There, Serene, pretty cool. I don't know, again, I think it's beautiful when people draw works of my art, and I'm not like super great at drawing or drawing other people's OCs, but I think it'd be cool to maybe try to gift some fun drawings to peeps. Bling ding 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 ding. That's a good boy. Oh, stay there. Sorry. I acknowledged him and now he's leaving. Sweepy, come back, buddy. You don't have to go. I'm just saying you're such a good boy for snuggling up here. Yeah, you're a good boy. You can stay. What a beautiful day. So great to be able to just create things that weren't there before, write stories and bring to life characters and worlds and kinds of imaginative systems and concepts. So blessed to just have this time and these tools at hand to be able to change the world with our creations and to bring peace to people and joy and excitement and inspiration and beauty to the world. Artists and writers and so many people out there these days just pouring their stories and creations and comics and books and drawings and paintings and clay and crochet and cooking and all the self-help videos. It's so amazing that we have these opportunities to connect with everyone out there. It's beautiful. It's the second Renaissance, baby. So art, creativity, inspiration, imagination, freedom, expression, courage, patience, flow, compassion. It's gonna be a good time. Well, welcome back, Miss Sarah. Sarah, just here, just affirming the goodness of life, affirming the beauty. Glad the kitties are all in bed, lurking, chilling. Are you working on your own art? Ooh, thanks. Yeah, this flower was just the sort of random one. And then Serene mentioned the colors kind of, I don't know on the screen if they're as popping as they are on mine. Like on my laptop screen, they seem a little dull and a little blue, but they're, they mentioned that these colors looked a little bit like cotton candy, and I was like, yeah, that's a cool idea. Maybe we can try to do like some cotton candy inspired plants maybe for Wildwoods or something, because Wildwoods is going to be half cute, half terrifying. Pretty much like all Warp Worlds if I can do it. Wildwoods is going to be really pretty and cute and very fairy, fae, happy little elves and fairies and pretty and cute. And did I say pretty and cute? Did I mention pretty and cute? Yeah, whimsical, I guess. I don't know. The whole thing's gonna be whimsical, but basically, and then it gets taken over by Verdanteth, which is sort of what the whole world is Verdanteth. He's the giant, colossal tree wonder being, sort of like a giant tree god, but he is basically the planet itself is all one sort of ecosystem based on Verdanteth. So Verdanteth gets taken over by the Woos with a rift and starts to go crazy, and the whole Wildwoods gets taken over by all these terrifying vine tendrils, and they can bring creatures back from the dead, sort of as like plant puppets, undead plant puppets, dead creatures, you know, like the sort of a little bit like the cordyceps fungus, if you've seen that, where it like possesses essentially the mind of bugs and either kills them or takes their dead corpses and reanimates them and makes them the host of their body or their fungalness. So that's what Verdanteth is going to be, all the bad stuff of Wildwoods coming to get you. This looks again a little bit maybe more in my comic standard style than Warp Worlds quite, but just happens to go. Raspberry licorice flower, cotton candy dandies, and wowee, boulders and thorns. Raspberry licorice flower. Are you just saying words? Are these things? Cotton candy dandies. Love that though. I mean, I can't take this other one. I can't count this one as anything from Warp Worlds because it's just stolen from a reference, but I might do something similar. But these ones are sort of just me drawing random silly things. What's with this yellow square here? Oh well, we'll write it better later. It's huge. Cotton candy dandies. Nothing dandy about that. Those are cotton candy in your faces. They are scary, and weird cordyceps fungus are terrifying. Again, it's like some of these things were like, excuse me, if you were to try to like write them, I could just use text so this doesn't look so crappy, but if you were trying to write them into like sci-fi, they'd sound so far-fetched. Like some of these animals alone, like it's funny because my wife and I get into this sometimes talking about stuff, just trying to describe animals as they are and how like stupid they sound. Like an elephant, it's like, oh, it's got this like its nose, but its nose is like really long, like, well, like not like long, but like super long, like it's like a hose, like a vacuum hose, and then but it's got fingers on the end of its nose. What? Like, oh, and then its ears are like excessively large, like they're just like these big, like its ears are almost like wings on the side of its head, and you're like, well, that sounds stupid. That doesn't make any sense. No creature would be like that. What is it, like fly with these things? No, it's huge and heavy and gray, and it's got like tree trunks for feet. Like, what? And a hose for a nose. Yeah. Oh, and don't forget it's got these teeth that are like, there's only two big ones, but they just come out almost as long as the hose. What the hell are you talking about? It's an elephant, but you're like, none of this makes any sense. And the cordyceps and stuff, and it's like, wait, a fungus can make a creature come back from the dead? Like, that's terrifying. That sounds like sci-fi, but it's real. It's a real thing, and it is absolutely terrifying. He's right. How come? Wait. Oh, there we go. Will this work better? Will it work at all? Is the question. Why is this not working? Text, I say. What are you working on, Em, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, sorry, I guess I mean, Mrs. Artisan. M as in Mrs. What you working on there, Mrs. A? It'd be cool to, if it's some art. Love to know. Is it one of your daily draws? None of my business, really. So if you're just like, none of your business, I'd be like, okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Take it easy. I'm not sure they'll have cotton candy necessarily in Wildwoods, but maybe that's what Lark calls them.
Cotton candy dandies. Cotton candy.
Can't do too many Lark voices so early in the day.
I'm Lark.
We were talking about maybe cotton candy dandies are poisonous or something. They look so tasty, and you're like, don't do it, Lark.
But maybe just like a little lick. Maybe I could just have like a taste. How about if I just like touch my finger to it and then I put my finger on my tongue?
No, Lark. Best not do that.
Maybe if I just like rub it on toast.
No. Okay. What am I doing? Do. Maybe I should design a Wildwoods alphabet soon. I did a Jai alphabet last night, or 2 nights ago. Just made up another alphabet. No big deal. Just randomly shooting out alphabets just to confuse everyone. But Wildwoods, I've seen some of those really cool, these like flow alphabets. I don't know what they're called, but they're drawn with like petals and flowers and stuff like that. And I think I might do something along those lines. Actually, it'd be really cool if we did like an alphabet of Wildwoods that was like pretty, and then Verdanteth like starts taking over it and like warping the alphabet even or something. I wonder if, like, I don't know how that would really work. But, like, let's say A, B, C, D, E, whatever. Let's say like A is like that, and then B is like that, and then C is like that, and then D is, I don't know, something like that, and then E is, who knows, a little swirly. Well, it doesn't spell any words. Let's spell Abba Kadabba. So then it would be like, I don't know how it exactly works, but wait, no, how would that work? No. Then it would go back up like that again, right? A, B, B, A, Abba. Well, I'm doing like Abba, Abba, not Abba Kadabba. Like the band Ab and Magic. Abba. Oops. Dab. D-A-D. Oh, see, I guess you almost have to like, because it would just keep going up. I don't know how. Abacadab. D-A-B. Abaca. Oh no, wait. Abba. Da. Yeah. Da. Ba. Well, that doesn't look very good. You get the picture. Maybe. Not really. I don't know. And then maybe like, yeah, separate words would have to branch off. So it'd be like, bad would come down here and be like, B, A, what, D or something. Abacadabra, bad. Bird. Weepy. No cab. Yes, hallucinogenic flowers is right. Yeah, maybe the cotton candy dandies make everything so cottony. Hey, can you stop, please? Don't come here, please. Phoebe. Good boy. Come here. Come see. Oh, big stretches, buddy. Good stretches. Big wing stretches. Come here, my bud. Or just be quiet. Come here. Doot, 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 doot. Anyhow, as I was saying about the language, then maybe we do like Burden Teth starts to like take over the language. We can just adds like spikes to it or something, or like, what's this word now? Still cab. Just Burden Teth's got these little thorns in it. Actually, thorns could be just another alphabet. We've got way too many letters still to go. Doot, 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 doot. Bad cab.
Bad cab.
You go sit in the corner, think about what you've done. Bad cab. Who knows? What are we doing? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I worry too much. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem. I care too much about what people think, and I'm all like, can't do this, can't do that, can't do that. That's why I've forced myself to do all these live streams this week. Because, like, usually before I've done like 1 or 2. No, I think literally, I don't think I've ever done 2 in a week, ever. So this week it's been 3 in a week. So I blew my old record out of the water by a whole 2, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I just want to let go a little bit more and have more fun. Cab, wow, that's super. Or cab. Freddie Ortland? I don't know. Oh, Freddie. That last name seems familiar. Hi, Freddie. Welcome. I don't know why he's bad. I just was trying to write an alphabet here with some of only like
5 letters, and I was like, what can I write with those letters? So I wrote bad cab, and I thought that cab deserves to sit in the corner and think about what he's done. So that's, I guess, what we're gonna do with that cab. I don't really believe in necessarily making cabs sit in corners and think about what they've done, but hello! I thought it might be Mr. A, because Mr. O looked familiar. Welcome, Mr. A. Thanks for joining us. We're just drawing whatever today. Some Serene. It was supposed to be Serene, and then it went really dark with punishing cabs and this spiky, scary vine monster from one of our worlds for our sort of story game thing that is happening, never happening. Yes, bad cab is right, indeed. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say earlier was because I was working on a different alphabet a couple nights ago. Oh, some of these flowers are so cool, and they're all AI. I mean, not that normal flowers aren't cool; they're beautiful, but you know what I mean. They're crazy. How's Mr. A tonight? Jeez, it must be, I'm gonna guess, 8-ish, 49-ish, where you're at, I think, if I'm correct. Mr. A, do you draw as well? Do you create? Are you do you consider yourself a creative individual? Where's that piece? What is it? This is one of the pieces that made me think about it the other night, because I was just doodling stuff. Oh, thank you so much about the vine. That's again kind of a little bit more my, it seems like my standard style, I guess, how I end up kind of going like a little bit like comic book painterly kind of rendered thing, but I'm trying to make this project worlds I'm working on a little more cotton candy dandy, not quite as this, but this is both sort of ideas for the same project, but this I went a little bit of free flow, a little bit crazy there. Thank you. This is probably closer to the style. It's a little bit loose, but I'm deliberately trying to make things loose for fun, because it's just funner to draw silly and loose. This is some random character from a world called Jai that we'll be doing more of, but it's sort of like inspired by Middle Eastern and Asian cultures and stuff like that, so it's kind of got that vibe a little bit, but down here, I don't think I can zoom in much, can I? Bummer. Anyway, down here, which I don't think you can see. Oh, can I zoom in? Oh, sweet. Whoa! Okay, well, that's a good zoom in there. Anyway, I don't know if I didn't even color their pants, but this is like maybe a Jai gunslinger. Maybe he's just like a cross between different worlds. Who knows? Yeah, I was trying to make up like a Jai alphabet last night, or a couple nights ago, trying to figure out things. So these are all the different letters. I'm not sure about the number system, because it's almost harder to write the numbers than it would be with just a letter, with just numbers alone. And then some symbols here, but basically trying to like a little bit Asian inspired, but Warped Worlds, Lark, and I had thought maybe actually read and write it backwards, like upwards, so Jai is written this way, maybe. Wonder, W-O-N-D-E-R. As you can see, there's some obvious I don't know, I guess nods to the Latin alphabet. But W, O almost. N kind of looks like a lowercase n a little bit. Kind of looks like a D. Kind of looks like an E. Kind of looks like an R. It's on purpose so that it can read a little bit. L is almost like a lowercase L. It's kind of like an A. Sort of almost like a reverse K in a way. Anyway, my methodology, but I'm sure you guys didn't really need to see that, but did. So there you go.
Sea reef on a shelter.
Thanks. Yeah, that guy, I don't know, just came randomly at one point a couple nights ago, but that sounds awesome. Potting sea reef on a shelter. I don't even understand even what that means, almost. I mean, I understand a lot of those words. But what do you mean on a shelter? Exactly, if you don't mind asking. Potting sea reef on a shelter. Like, yeah, I don't really exactly know what that means. But yeah, thanks, Serene, about that Jai guy. It was just like, again, rando thing, but that's what I was like sort of saying earlier, is that I'm gonna try and just start to let go and just kind of like share more of the worlds, because like I've got so many random ideas and so many characters that I'm just like kind of like, no, I should like hold off until they come into the story, eh? And it's like, but then nobody gets to see any of these weird concepts that I make, and anybody who's early on should be able to partake in all of it, instead of just being like, oh yeah, I was there when there was like 1,000 followers, but all he was drawing was a farm. I don't know, this guy came up a couple weeks ago. Don't know who he is, don't know what he's going to be good for. Looks kind of like Lark with these horns anyways, and obviously my style still kind of has these things, but Drakkar, I think he might be from Jai as well, but I thought he'd be a cool guy, maybe a semi-boss or like an anti-hero, or like he's a boss at first and then end up needing his help kind of thing, that whole chestnut. But I thought he was pretty cool, turned out pretty rad, pretty abolitious.
Mr. A is a reenactor. He specializes in the Viking Age. He's recently built a mini shelter using sticks and reed. Oh, awesome. Okay, that makes way more sense. I see it.
Thanks, Mr. A. Yeah, my style, I don't know if I have a style. It's just a combination of all the things all the different artists I like and whatever comes out at the time. But thank you. Yeah, I think Drakkar will be a cool guy, and I don't know what we'll do with him, but we can maybe make him something a little bit later on if anyone's got any ideas. He looks like he's got some power to him. Like, I don't think he's no minion, you know what I mean? Not with nipple rings like that. You don't have nipple rings like those and be just somebody's bee. I mean, maybe you are, but that's probably his choice if he does. Hi, birdie. He's a good boy. A trap. I know your traps. Sometimes he does like, he'll do this little like behind the wing, and it's like flirty, and he's like, you can pet me, and I pet him, and it's awesome. And there's other times when he does it like half, and he's kind of like, give it a try it out, and you're like, no, I know that's trap. I go and pet him, and he bites me. You're a biter. You're also a really sweet boy.
Get to hear the creaking upstairs. They have a baby, and the baby must be ready to go to sleepy, so we get to hear the creaky. Of course you do. Sorry, I spell like a baby? No. A bird. Where? Down here beside me. Can you step up? You step up? Step up. Don't bite me. I'll mess up the camera if I move it, but I'll take a picture with my phone. Because I don't want to disturb him. He's finally been chilling out and quiet, and he doesn't come in here very often, so it's really nice when he does. Bye bye. I don't know if you can see this. This is my pigeon. Oh, it's pretty hard to see. Look, he's like sitting beside me on this chair here. His little face and his little feet. He's chilling out. His name is Sweet Pea. Usually, like, he'll step up if I ask him to onto my arm or whatever, but last night I was doing some Captain Jack stuff, and I don't know why, he just needed to be on my head for it. He had to be, so it'd be nice if I could bring him into the show. Have like a pirate pigeon on my head, but Birdie! Yes, that is an icy bird. Burb. He's a nice little guy. Oh, now he's like flamingoing. He's all tucked in. He's just on one little foot. Oh, sweet little guy. Anyhow. But yeah, he's a sweet boy. We've had it since he was, I think, 8 weeks about. We bought him from a farm. And they were They have a flock, and they were trying to reduce it because apparently the hawks were getting at the flock, so they kept having to keep their pigeons inside now, and so they were trying to get less pigeons, and then I guess somebody had babysat for them and ended up not switching out the eggs like you're supposed to do, and then they ended up with a little baby Sweet Pea and some other ones, so we bought him, and he was such a little guy. Jakar, though. Oh, thanks, Serene. I do, yeah. I do have good hair, that's for sure. Yeah, I didn't even do it this morning. That was part of my. I even told myself, I was like, not gonna do my hair. I'm not gonna like get up and get all ready. I'm just gonna get all sleepy and draw. And so I did. Jakar, though. Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad you like. I thought actually you might. Yeah, it's very a little more sort of comic-y, a little more Google style. I'm trying to think of some other characters I could show you guys. Why not? For fun. Who knows? Did I show anyone Rum Key? Let's just show everybody everything. What difference does it make? This was another one I drew a few weeks ago. Again, like some of these characters just pop out of my head and they don't have a purpose until we made a story. So again, if anyone has any ideas, I don't know how clear this is really, but he's sort of like a ape kind of creature character named Rum Key, like an eye patch, and I don't know, some sort of weird orb or bottle or something he's holding up here. He's not giving you the finger though. It does kind of look like that. It doesn't seem like he would probably do that. And he's got this key on his tail and just piratey-ness, little beard, and this here I guess he's got maybe the woos. Maybe he's infected with the woos here, so it's bad. I wouldn't trust Rum Key if I were you. I wouldn't trust anyone in Oceanica because they're all a bunch of skeevy scallywag dirty dogs. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. I think he'll be another one of those like on your side, not on your side. What's the deal? Kind of peeps. Anyways. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I thought we were supposed to have company actually. My wife said her friend Jeff was coming in from out of town from provinces away, and yet I haven't heard tell of any of this. And it's 1 o'clock, so I'll stick around for a little bit, and then maybe I'll go see what's going on. I don't hear any sounds out there, any television. That's probably why the bird is with me as well, because my wife probably has gone back to bed. But hey, that's okay. We do what we want. She's working for 2. I read that when you're pregnant, you're running at 2.2 times your regular metabolism rate, I think is maybe what it is, but like just pumping out a whole other being at the same time as living your life. It's just like, goodness me, I can't imagine. Oh, I'll share this one. This is fun. I think I shared this with Mrs. A at one point on Discord, but this is my idea for Lark's toy when we get them into a McDonald's Happy Meal. It's not necessarily like all big on McDonald's, but I just think you've made it when your character is a Happy Meal toy. And my dog. Now my bird has gone to beat up my dog. My dog's only 110 pounds, so she's a sucky doggy. Little Lark. Anyhow. What am I doing? What am I doing a little bit of drawing? I don't know. What are you guys up to? What's everybody doing this evening? You said you just glued. Yeah, like, wait a minute. Let's step back to that. I didn't really. So, reenactor, Viking Age, mini shelter, sticks and reed. That is so cool. So, are you reenactor? I guess is that also like that's. Again, please forgive my complete ignorance, but that is different than LARPing. Reenactor is actually reenacting like historical events. Is that a little bit more accurate? Whereas LARPing is a little more fantasy roleplay, I think. But I just want to make sure that I'm not maybe getting them mixed up, or that maybe perhaps people do kind of both if they're sort of into that thing. But I don't want to assume anything. But I feel our creative types kind of like to do a lot of different creative things. Well, we've got some space here. Let's draw something in the space, and then let's call it. You know what? I want to draw. Do I want to draw? I don't know. Who knows? Let's draw. Princess Zayla. I feel like I lost my flow when I was drawing earlier. Now I'm about distracted. My lines are all garbage again. Well, that's nice. They took the rocking elsewhere. Maybe they could sense that I was streaming. I feel like this is lagging a lot more. Maybe it's because I'm getting over crazy. Reenactment is about reenacting the way of life for a specific time period. Okay, yeah. Cooking, clothing, living. So I just spend a lot of time researching archaeology, reports, and books to gain knowledge, and they use it for clothing, stone cutting, fishing, and whatnot. Wow, that is so cool. That's awesome. I would love to know just like
more about like just the authenticity of some of these like cultures, because I think that's something that we obviously lose. One thing I'm actually quite afraid of is that I don't want to ever culturally appropriate too much. Like again, having Jai and stuff like that, like it's going to be Asian inspired, and I don't want to ever not know the history properly and stuff like that. And while I can't be a history expert, I try to do the research because I just don't want to, well, don't want to offend, but I also do want to know. Like I do want to know what the real deal is, and I think a lot of times in Hollywood or games or whatever, we've got this wrong view of what a lot of these cultures are, and so that's really cool that you actually like use the research and that you're actually like representing the cultures and the way of life in the period. 10th to 11th century Norwegian fisherman farmer. That is so cool. Oh man, I'd love to see some pics of that stuff when you guys are all done. That'd be really neat to check out I don't know, again, just like the realism of it, I don't know, see. This doesn't look like Zayla much, but I'll probably just pull out a reference instead, but she obviously looks a bit like Lark, but oh, let's just do a chibi version because I don't want to draw a whole body. Why are your neck so long, Layla? So for these reenactments and such, like, is it a constant, like a constantly sort of like new project, or like I guess I'm trying to think of the right word, but I guess just like not era, but like a new event or anything like that, or the specific time period you said. So like, do you do it for like a museum or anything like that, or is it just like something you're doing like as a personal thing? Or sorry if I'm again like ever asking too much or the weird, wrong, stupid questions, but I just like kind of I don't know, I'm curious as to how this all works. That's really cool. Especially from someone who, like, again, I do some theater and things like that. I'm pretty big into props and things, but another one of those, like, it's always hard to know what's kind of real and what's been Hollywoodified. And Hey. Zayla's the princess from the Wind World of Zephyria. And of course, there's probably some inspirations there. The name, such. I haven't quite designed out her full outfit, but she's gonna have probably a very flowy yellow outfit, very light, so she might actually be somewhat lightly clothed. Probably boots. Don't like those eyes. I have this kind of loopies around the arm thing.
She has a tiara. Oh, okay. Cool. Roman reenactment, 1340 medieval at the same time.
That is so neat. Wow. I guess I just like, again, it's these like, I don't know, cultures that I just, and I don't even mean the culture of the Viking, but I mean the reenactment, I guess, culture and stuff that's just like, don't even, when you don't know, and it's just like, I didn't even know kind of these things exist, and there's that much like variety, and like people do different things, and it's just like,
super cool. Museums. Ooh, history documentary. That's awesome.
For a Viking thing, I presume. Yeah, you said you want to do Viking things, so that's really cool. Are you, now curious if you cast, you must look like a big Nordic Viking type. Like, I was gonna say Jason Momoa, but he's not Nordic nor Viking. Plus he shaved, so I think he looks like he did before. Horn bands of hope, maybe? Oh yeah, she should have a tail too. Why is she so yellow? And it was all yellow.
Hi again, birdie. Hi, buddy.
Alright, well, this isn't turning out all that great, but it's what is. She's okay. This I don't think is the best version I've done of her, but I should try to load some of my other references. But and for whatever reason, like I said, like my brush is, I don't know why it's starting to. I think this canvas is getting kind of big or something, but it's getting kind of laggy. Strokes don't seem to be turning out as good, so I'm trying to like do smaller strokes here, but. I want her to be pretty chill. She's gonna be pretty easy peasy until she isn't. Which will happen when you get stuck in other worlds. I don't know, something like that. See, like, what is this? How come this isn't, like, it's not even drawing? Like the bottom of my tablet's just dead. I don't know. Anyway, this is a terrible picture because she's all like see-through. Should have drawn it with lines first. I don't know what color skin is really necessarily yet, but wow, that is some kind of ugly. Well, Clip Studio just died? No. Why do hurt myself no matter what I do? Whatever. She's got yellow eyes because she's casting wind magic. There we go. Good enough. It's so ugly. Ah. Oh well. Well, I think I might lean towards closing up shop for a little bit today. This is fun, and it sucks because I got 3 people and you guys are all chilling out there and everyone's all having a good time. But I also feel like I need to let out my dog and do the life things. So I think probably what we're gonna do is a quick recap here. We'll bring her back. We'll make her have some. She looks dead. Her skin is like no color whatsoever. She looks like a corpse. Give her some blood in there. Oh man, it's all right. I'll maybe work on it later and I'll drop it later on. But all right. Well, did we get up to a lot today? Not really. But did we have a good time? I did. Hope you guys did. Did some swirly flowers based on AI Pinterest. Came up with a new plant based on Serene's observation of cotton candy colors. So we came up with these cotton candy dandies named by Mrs. A, which I think is great. They might be poisonous or hallucinogenic, or both. Maybe small doses, but I think it'd be funny that Lark has a hard time resisting eating these because they're just so darn beautiful and tasty looking, but they're dangerous. Speaking of dangerous, we got Verdanteth, and maybe not quite the style that we are aiming for Warp Worlds here, but I like it. Verdanteth is the giant plant being of the world Wildwoods, and it gets possessed by the cosmic woos, and it's bad. Bad, speaking of bad, all these segues. Bad cab. We playing around with maybe a possible new language for Wildwood somehow, with like swirly letters. Thanks, Mr. A. I think it's pretty cool. I actually kind of do like it. I don't really like a lot of the stuff I draw sometimes, but I like that one. I think that turned out pretty rad. Again, it was like, I think I was vibing, just flowing, just drawing. And then I try to draw, and this is what happens. This dead princess, Zayla, and this bad cab. Cab's not that bad. It's alright. I think you could almost tell it's a cab. Yeah, this Princess Zayla, that's not a very good picture of her. I wish I had better pictures of her, but I don't think I really do have any good ones of her. Nothing really matters. There'll be plenty of time. There'll be lots of time. Let's see. Any? Do I have any good ones? All these concepts, but none of them are all that clear or that good, so I don't like showing them, but now I'm also just gonna, like, again, try to just give up on that and just embrace it. Embrace the madness. Oh, heck. I don't know. Nowhere to be found. Anyway. Well, then never mind it. I was gonna search some pictures of Zayla, but I can't find any. She doesn't exist. She does exist in the world of Sephiria. Unless I change it, but she may not be there that we meet her, though. But again, all these linear stories don't really matter anymore, so we'll meet her whenever we meet her. We'll just see designs of her. Okay, well, it's not gonna work. Don't see it, but oh, thanks. It is the best way to draw, just to vibe and get loose and have fun. But thank you, Mr. A/O. I appreciate that. I think she's okay. Not the worst, but not the best. Oh, we're also out of music too. Well, there we go. Well, that's a sign that we didn't have very much. I didn't download much. But here, put a little bit more on, and we'll say goodbye. Oh, one thing I didn't do last time. Let's do this. Thank our patrons. Ah, I forgot to update it again. Shoot. Sorry. But we got, thank you. So the top one should have J.R. Timmerman, because they just joined up recently. So thank you so much, J.R. I forgot to put you up there. But J.R. Timmerman, World Serendipity, Indie Game Origin, World Serendipity, yo, on the chat today. Shout out. Check out worldserendipity.bsky.social and their new comic, Ooble. You can actually find their link for the new comic and some of the pages they got released on their Blue Sky. So check it out. They got some awesome stuff. Their writer, creator, all that. And it's rad. And their art is awesome that they're getting for their comic. Okay, why is mouse is acting up here? Bye bye. Thank you so much. You guys too. Yes, thank you. I'm just gonna say a quick bye bye. You guys can jet if you need to. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, very much appreciated. Sorry it's been kind of like rando as usual. Maybe we'll try to get some structure to these, but yeah, I'm open to suggestions and we'll maybe actually start to tackle some finished pieces as opposed to just like random sketches. But it's been super fun. Thank you guys. Thank all 3, 4, whoever's out there, for everyone to join. And hey, it was really nice being here with you today, Serene. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to all my patrons: Indie Game Origin, Matthew DeRoche, Puff, Richard Pringle, Bell Sheepy, Mrs. Artism on the chat. Thank you so much. And Mr. Artism is on the chat today as well. And the other James, Magic Chemist, Tobias Washburn, Nico M. And if you guys want to come become a member at patreon.com/warpworlds, that'd be awesome. But no pressure, and you can join for free, and it'd be great. But thank you so much for tuning in to our 3rd live stream that we're back this week with our Serene Sunday stream. And oh god, this is what it looked like. Now it's 2 hours later, 2.5 hours later. I should have a shower. It's been fun. Thank you so much.
And take care. The wonder in me recognizes the wonder in you. Wonder stay.